Finally, for our third and final story tonight, we're going to go into Acts chapter 2, verses 1 through 12. When the day of Pentecost came, they were all together in one place. Suddenly, a sound like the blowing of a violent wind came from heaven and filled the whole house where they were sitting. They saw what seemed to be tongues of fire that separated and came to rest on each of them. All of them were filled with the Holy Spirit and began to speak in other tongues as the Spirit enabled them. Now they were staying in Jerusalem, God-fearing Jews from every nation under heaven. And then they heard the sound. A crowd came together in bewilderment because each one heard their own language being spoken. Utterly amazed, they asked, "Aren't all these who are speaking Galileans? Then how is it that each of us hears them in our native language? Parthians, Medes, and Elamites, residents of Mesopotamia, Judea, and Cappadocia, Pontus and Asia, Phrygia and Pamphylia, Egypt, and the parts of Libya near Cyrene, visitors from Rome, both Jews and converts to Judaism, Cretans and Arabs. We hear them declaring the wonders of God in our own tongues. Amazed and perplexed, they asked one another, 'What does this mean?'" So this is the first time we see the Holy Spirit. And this is kind of a ghost story, like everything else, but it's not a scary ghost story, right? It's one that kind of sets us a little at ease, knowing that God is there with us. The Holy Spirit is there with us. And I wanted to end on this because whenever I watch scary movies at night, I always want to watch something funny afterwards to leave it a little bit lighter. So I wanted to give us a less spooky message at the very end, even though it had that little touch of spooky in it. So I want you guys all to have a wonderful night and a very happy Halloween.